Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TBN post draft rankings presented by BGM, myself, and with special guest Paul Tassett. How you doing this afternoon?
Thanks, Kamish. Looking a little bit rough, but we wanted to get this out here tonight just for you guys. So we're ready to
None of this
go.
is it's not for us. None of this is for us. We're crafting this all day. It's all for you guys. So, without further ado, let's get started. Maybe. Okay.
Oh man.
We got team grades. They're graded A through F. Obviously, the rosters are subject to change throughout the year, but this is just what we got after the draft. So, the Muff 4 division, Hoos, Berg, Hutz, and Ashton. What are your thoughts on this division, Paul?
That's scary for sure. You've got Berg, reigning champ, but you'll see. I actually don't have him as the best in this division, but I think that this is loaded. And you've got Ashton and Hudson there too, so it's pesky.
All around great division. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Hoos, I mean, in my opinion, he had a really, really great draft, like across the board. I think his strengths are pretty obvious, QB, and then his depth everywhere from all positions are great. I mean, notable is Lamar, and obviously you have Kyler down there as well. But then you have Ashton Genty's projected to be like a top 10 player this year. So I gave him an A
I,
minus.
I agree. I like the top five a lot that you see there. I think it's a little bit questionable at flex. Who knows what Hunter's going to do and what the Jags are going to do. So I think that's kind of a question mark. But RJ
Right.
Harvey, I'm a big believer. So all around, I think who should be the favorite in this division. Ashton Janty, like you said. I love the T. Higgins and JSN combo. So I think this is the favorite for sure.
Definitely to win the division without a doubt. But he does have my fantasy wote in there, Brees Hall. But I don't think that's going to matter very much. His team is loaded. So
Yeah, don't sleep on the Wichita man like that. He's a sleeper for sure, but if he gets injured, like if his knee blows up again, then yeah, who's gonna have to throw RJ in there?
you should be fine with Lamar. So good draft from Hoos here. So, all right. Next, we have Mrs. Mahmood's Mega Mutts,
That's a
Bergen Anderson.
front runner for name of the year, I'd say.
Outstanding name. Love the logo. Shout out Miss Mahmood. She's hot. But regardless, though, kind of a questionable draft from the former champ, the defending champ. But without that, I mean, his receivers are great. Neighbors in London, I mean, those guys are league winning players right there. But the obvious issue is his quarterback. I mean, Penix, penis per se, and Cam Ward. I mean, I don't know. That's kind of scary.
It's scary preseason, but we don't know what's gonna happen. That's why overall I like the team, but I gave it a B just because we don't know if Cam Ward, what he's gonna look like with. I like him personally, but that Titans team's just disgusting.
Right.
And I I don't know who he's going to throw to. I love Tyler Lockett, but he's just ancient.
I
So
like the Ward and Ridley stack. I mean, if Cam Ward turns out to be an outstanding guy, I mean, I'm sure he will be. That stack could pay off, but other stacks that you could have in the league, it's kind of gross. So,
if it was Dynasty, I'd love those quarterbacks. But just for this year, which is a redraft league, I think it's a little bit shaky. Like you said, the receivers are great. Trey McBride, solid top two tight end, maybe number one according to some people. I don't agree, but depends who you ask. I like Amika. I mean, kind of a homer pick there for Berg, but
right.
I think he's going to do good things. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of Chuba and Aaron Jones, but who knows? We'll see.
They're starting running backs on their respective teams. They're gonna play. They're gonna have a lot of snap share, whatever. Same with the quarterbacks. They're gonna play. They're gonna get points. Not sure if they're gonna win you a league, but decent draft, better than most per se. But
I trust Bergen to find a way to make the top six at the end of the year. Then who knows from there?
we'll see. Also, just disclaimer, subject to change. People don't piss your pants. But next team,
Preseason content here.
Hoagland Huts Hayrack Ride, keeping the name as last year. I mean, the name value on this team is very good. Like if you were just like trying to buy a jersey, all of these guys top shelf. But I don't like how many like rookies he has on this team, specifically Scatabo. I think we all know how I feel about this guy, but it's a good team. Like they're gonna win you a lot of games, but I'm scared about Tyreek Hill. I don't know how he's gonna play with Tua again after coming off, injury riddled season. I don't know. Kelsey kind of falling off, still a tight end one. Mahomes, good quarterback in real life. For fantasy last year, struggled a lot. Could be a fringe quarterback one. Who knows? But I like this team. I don't know if it's a playoff team, but good draft overall from Huts.
Yeah, this would be a top three team in the league for sure if it was 2018, but it's not.
Right.
So that's just what you have to take into account. I mean, Tyreek, personally, I hate that pick. I
I
love you,
like
Huts,
it.
but I hate that Tyreek pick. I can't lie. Devontae, not bad. Kelsey, I personally think Kelsey's a guaranteed top eight to maybe top seven tight end. Everyone, he's falling off, like you said, but I think he's still up there. I mean,
Yeah.
who else do you want at tight end if you can't have Bowers, Kelsey, or excuse me, Bowers, Kittle, or McBride? So I like Kelsey. Cam's got to do. Some would say he's not an NFL talent. I'm on the other end of that, but starting at flex, that's kind of questionable in my opinion. At the same time, I mean, three Chiefs players. I'm not a huge fan of a triple stack. I think that can get dangerous if a team has a bad week, but we'll see.
Good team. Like I said, name value. If you're buying jerseys or if you're in 2018, great team. So
Lots of
next,
potential here for sure. I like the
for sure.
McMillan pick. There's potential. So
I
nothing
do like.
against Huts, but
I agree. Obviously, Gibbs. I mean, we didn't say anything about him, but everybody knows about Jameer Gibbs. So,
right.
all right, next team. TJ Glockinson, name change. Had to edit that earlier, so fuck you, Ashton. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Great name, great name. But I mean, the draft, I don't know, honestly. I mean, outside of quarterback and your overall depth, like it's whatever. I say that as we're glossing over CMC, but I mean, after last year and what, 2022 or whatever the year he got hurt again, I can't trust him. If he does play, insane RB1. Same with James Cook, like a fringe RB1. He just doesn't get on the field as a lot as other running backs. Receivers, whatever. DJ Moore, George Pickens, they're not winning you a fantasy league. I love them, but they're not winning you a league. Hawkinson, good tight end, like fifth best, I'm pretty sure. But then when you look at the flexes, I mean, what the fuck is Cade Otton doing in your lineup, dude? That's that's where I draw the line. Like that's questionable. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see you gave him a C plus, which I can totally understand. But the reason I gave Ashton a B is just because those quarterbacks are so strong. And in a super flex league, if you have last year, those are two top five quarterbacks. And so if they can follow that up, Ashton has a really good chance at making playoffs. And then who knows from there. So that's why I gave Ashton a B. I agree, though. I mean, what are we doing with Kate Otten and the flex? That's just terrible. And everyone's saying Ricky Pearsall is a sleeper. I'm personally not a huge believer in that, but I can respect it having him in there at flex. Hawkinson, I mean, dude's glass. Like, what are we doing there? Maybe he'll be a top five tight end, like you said, but I personally don't like it. Otherwise, who knows with CMC? I think he's a bounce back year for him personally. So I don't think I would do that move myself, but I can respect it. Then James
I,
Cook as your RB2, that's great.
I like it. Like I'm not saying this is a bad team by any means. Like there's definitely
Good.
worse teams in this league, but I mean, I just am so hesitant on CMC and Hawkinson and just kind of the whole team in general. I mean, Burrow got hurt, Baker gets hurt. I mean, everyone gets hurt on this team. So, I mean, that's also
I really,
football, but
yeah,
more so than others.
I really like a couple of his picks, and I hate a couple others. So
Yeah.
we'll see, I guess.
All right. Well, next team, I think. Oh, yeah. New division, the Big Greg, my division. I mean, who knows? It's got myself, Erks, Krana, Eric. Interesting division reseeding after last year, but a lot of good guys in here.
We'll see if Crana can break the streak of the Greg Award. I don't know. If he can make a couple moves, maybe he can end the ice. But I have a surprise pick here for division favorite, so we'll get to that.
All right. With that being said, we'll do my team. I'll let you take it away. I don't want to talk about my own team, but without that being said,
Yeah, so a lot to like here. I mean, Daniels, how can you disagree with that? I liked the Tony Pollard pick a lot. I was thinking that I should have had my eye out for him, so I respect that. Kamara, we'll see. He's been pretty good. I just fear that he's going to fall off. Maybe he'll stay. We'll see. But Puka and Terry, those are great picks. I think Terry's going to come back after being a greedy little boy, and I think he's going to earn it, but who knows? I don't love Jake Ferg, but as you said, he has championship DNA from a couple years back with your championship team, so I can respect it.
this
I think Cortland Sutton's a great flex pick. Um, Rome is kind of a homer pick in my opinion. I don't think he's going to be that good, but maybe he will. I think they'll utilize tight end more. I think Rome's a homer pick, and Justin Fields is just the definition of a homer pick, man. I have to say this. I personally hate the Justin Fields selection. I think he's trash, but maybe he'll land you like top 15 range, and then it'd be worth it, I'd say.
yeah, I gotta say about Jake Furr going there first. 3 years of this league happening, 3 years he's on my team. I love this guy to death. I mean, horrible tight end in real life, but for fantasy, he gets a job done. He'll get you like 8 to 10. Some might say that's league winning. So who knows? But yeah, Rome, I mean, that's my guy. I love him, but I it's the high risk, high reward. Same thing with Justin. Like we all know what Justin Fields can do for fantasy, but he plays for the Jets. So I kind of just try to hit a home run, might be a strikeout. I don't know. Other than that, I feel pretty good about the top half of my team, like Daniels, Kamara, Pollard, Puka, McLaren. Everyone else is kind of high risk, high reward, in my opinion.
I agree.
So all right, next team. Dorn's Buffet. He finally did it. He
Another
finally changed the name. Thank God.
favorite for name of the year for sure.
It's a very, very solid name. I mean, it's going to be a tough one for the name of the year, but we're not here to discuss that. We're here to talk teams. And this one, again, like I said, there's average teams, there's good teams, and there's bad teams. This is just right in the middle of the pack. Really, really good upside. I mean, you have obviously Jamar Chase. I mean, that's the undisputed number one. But you also have a guy of Drake May, Henderson, and then Loveland all on this team, all in the starting lineup per se. And all three of those guys, if they get going, they're gonna put up minimum 15 upwards to like 30 points, depending on what position you're looking at. I mean, Bowers undisputed tight end one, no doubt about it. But I don't like the flexes. Granted, because one of them isn't playing for 6 weeks because he likes to drive his car really fast. So, but good
I
team.
think that, sorry, I
No, no,
just
no. Go
think
ahead.
the lineup probably should have been updated. I don't know why Colson Loveland is the super flex. Like, I know he has more than one quarterback, so I
Right.
will give a disclaimer there just in case you're wondering about that.
But I mean, I forgot who he has as his quarterback. What's his second one? You can talk. I want to look that up really quick.
Okay. So he was big on Travion. I know that. I think a lot of people are, but my biggest fear is just that he's a rookie. So we'll see. But he's definitely the starter. I don't think Ramondre Stevenson is anything anymore for the Patriots. So I think I can respect it. And then JK, I think it's kind of a sneaky pick. I think that'll be worthwhile. Obviously, Jamar. I mean, I'm pretty sure Muff could have picked Jamar. So what are you going to do? But he made the right decision. So I like that more than Bijan personally. AJ Brown, hit or miss in my opinion. I just don't. I'm not a huge fan of the guy, so I respect it for fantasy though. Bowers, what can you say? Great pick. Zay Flowers, I think is a pretty good value flex there. So I like Ertz to find a way into the playoffs for sure. But Rice was risky. I respect him for making that pick, first pick of the seventh round. So we'll see if it can be worthwhile. He's going to miss time, but back half of the year, it could pay dividends for him.
Right. I completely agree. I just am thinking of like right now, like name value and just off the paper, just I mean, he's not going to play for 6 weeks, and that can make or break an entire team's year in a fantasy league. So depending on what he does, like if he goes 3-3 the first 6 weeks, and then he puts back Rice in that lineup, chances are he could finish out the year very, very strong and sneak his way into the playoffs, or even could make a case for the division. I mean, who knows? It's just preseason talk. So I did look up what his the super flex position is supposed to be. It's supposed to be Bryce Young. That's his other
Okay.
quarterback. I mean, whatever. Like
That
cool
could be pretty hit
guy.
or miss, I think.
Yeah, like cool dude. Like nothing against him, but for fantasy, I mean, whatever. Not a great guy in my opinion, but
I
we'll see.
personally
Mertz.
disagree with that. I think he can be either really terrible or very worthwhile. So we'll have to see about that. We'll check in mid-season.
All right. Yeah. Good
One
team
more
though,
note with
Rams.
Rice. Hopefully his knee doesn't blow up for Ertz
Oh
there when he
yeah.
does come back. So
Yeah. I did forget about that because he did get injured all of last year for a while. So
yeah, so
all
it's
right.
not just legal trouble for the man, it's injuries. So we'll see.
All right. Ruby Bartlett. Ew. Disgusting. No, I'm just kidding. It's a whatever lineup. I mean, the running backs on this team are great. I mean, Saquon, Jacobs, all great. Run RB1, excuse me. I mean, you have McConkey, Worthy, Cup, Metcalf. I mean, if this was last year, I mean, that's a home run. But I don't really know about Cooper Cup. I don't really know how DK is going to work in Pittsburgh. I mean, you have a 41-year-old throwing him the ball, a guy that I fucking hate so severely, but still a good receiver by no means. But Tucker Craft, I mean, sure, why not, friend? You're cool. Quarterbacks, again, I mean, I love the gay guy on the bottom, but in real life, but for fantasy, he's not that good. So
I agree.
it's a very bad lineup, if you ask me. Like without Saquon, Jacobs, McConkey, gross, gross.
I would say with the quarterbacks, there is potential, but I personally don't see it happening. I mean, Caleb's probably in the 15 area,
Hmm.
at least reliably. So I don't know. And then Saquon pick third overall. I think that's kind of gross. I don't know how you don't take Justin Jefferson right there personally, but that helped me out, so I can't complain. Not that Saquon's bad, but I don't know how you can not take Justin Jefferson, such a consistent guy. Not bad though, like you said, him with Josh Jacobs is a good pair. Lad McConkey, I think that's a fair wide receiver one. Tucker Craft, whatever. DK Metcalf, who knows? I mean, like you said, Aaron Rodgers, I think that's terrible, but he's got a couple great options out there with Will Howard and Skylar Thompson in case the Steelers decide some competency. Maybe that's a little bit homer. You guys can decide, but I don't know. Some might say that DK in a dynasty league is worth two first round draft picks. So depends who
Oh,
you ask.
I just
Anyway,
this team is just don't even
I
think about making the playoffs. Don't
I
don't
don't
ever
see him in
think
the
of.
playoffs. If he's not last, I think that's at least a step forward.
Well, let's just see if he can win more than 2 games in the regular season. I mean, he has won a total of 4 games in the entirety of the league. So
Terrible. Love the
I
man, hate the team.
exactly like love the guy, hate this team, hate what he does in fantasy. This dude sucks. So
Let's see if we can get 3 this year. Who knows?
all right, next team. Epstein's Island Survivors, another great quality name. Finally changed it from last year and the year prior. Eric, I mean, this, I'm shocked when I tell you I did not see this coming out of the sky. I mean, across the board, I like everyone except Jalen Warren, pretty much, at least like in the projected starting lineup. Because obviously, I should have said this prior, but ESPN just like manually updated all the starters. So nothing, these are all screenshots of before you guys have changed it, regardless of that. Still a very good team. I mean, look at those receivers. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's you're fearing for your life if you're matched up against him, especially in the PPR league. I mean, the running backs, I mean, Montgomery, like if he can stay healthy, very, very, very solid RB2. Kyron, don't even need to really say anything about it. I mean, the dude's an RB1, whether you like it or not. Bo Nix, Jordan Love, really good fantasy quarterbacks. They put up, I don't know, what is it? Like you say, top 15 numbers minimum. So, I mean, I didn't even say Laporta. I mean, that guy's fucking good too. Arguably top four. I have him a little bit lower at 6, but I mean, that doesn't even matter. It's tight end one no matter what. Home run for Eric. Love what he did here.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are actually on my board, just not this year, but most years. So I was personally looking at Bo Nix, Kyron, Monty, maybe not as much Nico, but he's a wide receiver one. So to grab him there as your wide receiver two, that's great. Laporta, he carried me a couple years ago. Not as good last year, but he's like you said, he's a definite tight end one. You can't go wrong with him. I actually did the evaluation, and I'm the one who said that his flexes are maybe a weakness. I personally don't like Matthew Golden. That's just me for this year. Long term, he should be good, but I don't see him being great this year. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Who knows? And I'm with you there with Jalen Warren. I mean, just not amazing guys, but other than that, this is an absolutely great lineup. One that I would like to have myself. I mean, Kyron carried me last year. So, and I was really eyeing Bo Nix. I think he was QB7 last year. So I was disappointed to see him, excuse me, to see him off the board. But great stuff from Eric. I actually have him as the division favorite. So, yeah, great stuff.
Gonna be upset that I have to play this lineup twice, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. You can't complain. So I'm very excited for Eric.
Yeah.
Everything's all there for him this year. So
Though I will say the only reason I didn't give it a higher grade, I only gave a few A's, but the only concern here and why I didn't have him a little higher is that triple Lions, kind of like I said earlier.
oh yeah.
I mean, if the Lions have a bad week, especially in the playoffs, that could be detrimental. Otherwise, I like it a lot.
Great lineup, Eric. Good job. All right. The Jenkins League. I mean, my God. Got to give a guy credit for coming up with these divisions, huh? I'm just kidding.
I agree. I agree. It's
But
good stuff.
there's Paul, Kine, Keaton, and Geet. 3 really, really good teams, and there's one you kind of just I don't know. I don't know if he was sleeping or what, but we'll
We'll
get
get
there when
there.
we yeah. All right. Your team,
Great name, huh?
great name. Yeah, Sabrina Simply Sugar Snatch with
I'm a big
as
alliteration guy, so I try to incorporate that every year. I think that should count for team name of the year award as well. I'm a big
absolutely.
alliteration guy.
I'm a big alliteration guy. I forgot to say my own team name, not to gloss it, not to jerk it, but it's Gwyneth Gray's Greasy Trap. So,
I
anyways,
very respect that. Yep.
this
Go
team,
ahead.
it's good. Like again, like there's not a lot of holes in this lineup. It's just like not a lot of premium positions besides Jefferson and Derrick Henry. Everything else though, very good. I mean, Kittle's very good. Bucky RB1, maybe fringe RB1, but starter. Evans, I mean, the receiving room in Tampa Bay is like it's like two guys basically right now. It's him and Ibuka, and that's kind of it. So the first, I don't know, 4 to 8 weeks, he'll get a lot of value, and that's kind of all you need out of him. Because then you have Jay Will. I mean, I don't know how I feel about him. He's kind of a boomer bust in my opinion, but still really solid, even if he's not going off. Olave, I don't know who the hell's throwing him the ball this year. It should be Tyler Show, whatever his name is, but I don't really like him. I don't really like the quarterbacks. I mean, Goff is good. He'll finish probably top 10, but without Ben Johnson, I don't know how that's going to work. Should be a pretty middle of the pack team with upside to make the playoffs, but just kind of whatever.
I will say I was very disappointed in my draft this year. I mean, once everyone started picking quarterbacks, my whole game plan was just out the window. And nothing against that because that's a great thing to do is to pick quarterbacks in super flex. But usually in these kind of leagues that with our group, people don't actually pick quarterback until third roundish. So I wasn't expecting people to actually do more of the super flex strategy and pick quarterbacks early. So that kind of threw me off. Got to adapt to it. I will say from Henry to Kittle there, that's I love that core,
Mhm.
but I'm used to having an elite quarterback, so I'm kind of hoping to hit a home run, honestly. I'm banking on that with Goff and McCarthy. If they end up being home runs, I feel really good about my chances. But Williams, kind of a flyer. Olave, I just liked the player too much. I mean, the value was too good to pass up late in the draft. I know he's got like Greg throwing him the football, but just the player himself, he was too good to pass up. So I hope that they can just be like I gave myself the weakness of inconsistent flex. If they could be consistent, I feel better about my chances. So
I I would definitely agree with that. I mean, again, like the name value, like we talked about earlier. I mean, it's all there. Like everything's there to be successful. It's just kind of like, do they want to show up and play football every single week is kind of the issue for me. So
it's going to
it's a
take
good,
me some waiver moves to get into the playoffs for sure.
definitely a couple trades, maybe collude a little bit. Who knows? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you can't say that in this league.
No,
It's too
I know.
suspect.
You're looking at two guys that just are notorious for that. So
We've got the allegations for sure. So yeah,
regardless, though, good team. Could be better, could be worse.
we'll
So
see what happens. I don't
shout
feel
out
great.
Sabrina.
I agree.
All right, next team.
Anyway,
Oily Enjoy. I mean, just not a lot of bad things come to mind when you look at this team. I mean, look at the quarterbacks, look at the receiver, mainly Brian Thomas Jr. Look at the running back. I mean, there's no holes at all. Like, I'm not so high on Devontae Smith, but again, he's still very good for fantasy. He'll get you 12 to 20 points, But regardless, I think it's a great team. I mean, Josh Allen, him by himself can win you the entire league. So that's all you need to know. Chase Brown, clear cut RB1, gonna win you the league, probably Kyan. Brian Thomas Jr., my late flyer last year, ended up trading him away to this guy across the screen for me and ended up being an absolute stud, and he's going to forever be a stud. So great team overall, Kyan.
yeah, I think my highlight is just those notable players there, the diversity, if you will. You got quarterback, maybe one, maybe two. I personally am a huge Chase Brown believer. I think that he's maybe going to be a top five finish. That's kind of a hot take. I don't know. It depends who you ask, but I think Chase Brown's going to be a top five finisher for RB. I just believe in him a lot. James Conner's a solid RB2. BTJ, like you said, I mean, he finished top five last year. I don't think he's going to regress much. I think he's still going to be right up there. So that's just such a good big three to have. And then the rest of the lineup, I would say it's pretty good, maybe a little hit or miss with Jacoby Myers. And I've never even heard of Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Call me a casual, but who the hell is that?
He's probably going to be in line to start because obviously the B Rob trade and then Eckler. I mean, that dude
Right.
sucks. So, but this is a championship level team. This team's gonna go very far.
Part
How
of
could you
that
not like
grade is the big three, like I said, but it's also just the manager. I mean, he's going to be active and aware. So I think he's in a great spot to win the league.
it? I agree. All right, we're kind of short on time. I hate that
Yeah,
Zoom fucking is gay like that, but I don't want to rush through anything. But still, ETN asks Keaton. Kind of don't want to rush this, but this team is whatever. Hurts good, CD great, Herbert great, Hampton rookie gonna start, gonna play a lot. Harbaugh offense. I mean, that's smash mouth football. That's what you want out of a running back. Everything else, I'm kind of skeptical on. That's why I gave it a B plus. It's still a good team. Like CD Hurts, Hampton, and then I would say Njoku in there. All very very premium players. But Jerome Ford as your RB2, that's
that's kind
horrible.
of questionable, I will say.
I'd say that's horrible. I mean, I'm sure you're going to move Tracy and Swift up, but that's just how ESPN gave it to me. So I gave you a B plus. Good team, not a great team.
Yeah, I gave it an A minus because I like the quarterback value. Hampton's great, CD's great. Marvin, maybe it's not his fault. I mean, Cardinals are just kind of incompetent. If they can figure it out and to actually use him, then that's a great wide receiver too. Swift's a great flex to have. So, and again, just a manager.
Mhm.
Keaton's gonna be in the semifinals again, probably just because he's like that. And so I think three straight semifinals shouldn't be a surprise.
I agree. Great manager, great guy, great team. So, what's that? Okay.
Best for last.
Woof. I don't know if this dude was falling asleep or busy or just I don't know what the hell he was doing, but peep the name, Jakerins Port. That's an elite level name.
I agree.
But Geet, this team, I don't know how the hell you're projected first by ESPN. I don't know what the hell they're
That's a
smoking,
joke.
but I mean, you have four RB1s in real life, but I hate Kenneth Walker this year. Dude's gonna his oblique is gonna explode all over the field. I mean, you have one quarterback and it's Matthew Stafford in a superflex league. That's disgusting. I love you, dude, but this team is I don't know. It's horrible. I gave you a C minus. I wanted to give you an F, but I had to give you respect because of Garrett Wilson and Bijan. I love those guys a lot. Everything else though is gross.
Yeah, I mean, I had to confirm that he only had one quarterback, and he does, like you said, and it is Matt Stafford. Maybe a couple years ago, that's pretty sleeper value pick, but right now, I mean, gross. In super flex format, we've mentioned it. You just even if the quarterback's not great, you have to have two quarterbacks. So maybe you can go sign someone. I don't know if anyone's available. Maybe you can go pick up Dylan Gabriel. It's a pro tip for you, Geet. But having Jerry Judy as super flex is just absolutely disgusting. I fucking hate it. I despise it. It's terrible. I don't know what else to say. So sorry, I'm trying to keep my cool here, but that's just horrible. I don't know what he's doing.
All I need to say is
And
not to cut you off, but you better go out and trade some of those running backs immediately. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, long year for you, buddy. Like if we do end up coming with a punishment, may God only help you. So,
I
but
agree. We better keep it
Bijan,
moving.
Bijan MVP. All I have to say, hate it or love it, go fuck yourself. Okay, We have 4 minutes left. We're gonna try to do this as best we can. Preseason power rankings, subject to change. Look at the smiley face. Okay, teams 8 through 12. My rankings on the left, Paul's on the right. I mean, if you can read, I hope. Um, Geet 12, no dispute. The reigning Greg Award winner, Trent at 11. Huts, I'm not moved by your team, so that's why you're 10. Um, then I have Dylan just to start, just because the Rice effect. I mean, for the first 6 weeks are going to be rough, subject to change. He's probably going to end up in the playoffs, but that's what I got from 9 through 12.
I think Ashton just too many question marks. We'll
Mhm.
get it moving here quickly because we have a little more.
Right. You can read all that. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. Okay, 5 through 8. Ashton, whatever. It's just mid team. I have you at 7. I think there's potential there, but Bergen, I have you at the final playoff spot. Like if the league ended today, which I'm glad it doesn't. Then I have myself at 5. I just think the 4 other teams ahead of me are just too good.
Yeah. It's going to be a three-way battle, I think, to get into the playoffs. But I like these groups a lot, so someone's going to get in and make some noise.
All right. Okay. I mean, this was pretty clear cut 1 through 3. Ours are just a little bit flip flop. I just like Eric's team a little bit more than Hoose's. I mean, Keaton,
Yeah,
he's the obvious 4 right now. I mean, Kyan, no doubt about it. I mean, Allen, BTJ, that's all you need to know. So,
I think Eric's going to go far, but just kind of like I mentioned, I worry about that Lions triple stack if it's a playoff week and if they flop, then that could be bad. So that's the thing that I had him lower, but he could go very far easily.
people forget last year, Eric won 8 straight matchups in a row. I think it's going to be pretty similar this year, but maybe have a little bit more playoff success. So, we'll see. Playoff predictions, again, subject to change. Let me move this. Okay. 1, Kyan. 2, Hoos. 3, I think it was Keaton, then Eric, then Erks, then me. That's how it's supposed like those are what the matchups are supposed to be. But this is what we have for the preseason playoff prediction. I mean, I don't
I had the
see.
same group, a different order. I had one Kyan, two Who's, three Keaton, four Eric, five Erks, six Lucci.
Yeah,
Pretty same group, but slightly different order. So I
right.
think it's going to be a great year as we wrap things up here. 1 minute left.
Final thoughts. I'm very excited for this league. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I mean, lot to love. I'm so fucking fired up. It's not for me. This is all for you guys. I love you guys.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
great. Thanks for having me on. I hope that this can get like maybe 5 views on YouTube. That'd be great. So it's been a pleasure. It's not for us, it's for you guys. So I'm excited for a great year. It was a great draft today. We wanted to get this out to you tonight. So great stuff here, boys.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.